At the fourth time of asking, Parliament finally approved Boris Johnson's call for a general election.
The ayes to the right, 438. The noes to the left, 20. So the ayes have it, the ayes have it. Unlock.
An overwhelming majority of MPs backing a vote on December the 12th. It will be the first December election in almost a century. The country isn't due an election until 2022, but 3.5 years after the Brexit referendum, Parliament is stuck and the country no nearer to leaving the EU.
We are left with no choice but to go to the country to break free from this impasse and to allow us all to submit, as we must, in all humility, to the judgment of the electorate, and to allow us to make our case, and above all, to allow a new and revitalised Parliament with a new mandate to deliver on the will of the people and get Brexit done.
Boris Johnson leads a minority Conservative Party government. Although he's been able to get support from the EU for his latest withdrawal agreement, he doesn't have the same support for that agreement in the British Parliament. He's hoping that by holding a general election, by putting it back to the people, he'll be able to reconfigure the balance of power and politics in his favour. By securing changes to the law, Johnson was able to get approval for an election through a simple majority of MPs, rather than a two-thirds majority as previously required. Labour had blocked a possible election until a no-deal Brexit was off the table. With the EU now offering a Brexit extension until the 31st of January, that condition has been met.
We're going to go out there with a very strong message of how we transform our society to end inequality and injustice and deal with the devastating poverty that so many people face. We always said we wanted an election, we do want an election, but we wanted no deal to be taken off the table. We've now had confirmation from all 28 EU member states that no deal is off the table, so we're going to go out there with the biggest campaign this party has ever mounted.
A similar message too from pro-EU parties, the Liberal Democrats and Scottish National Party, hoping to capture the Remain vote.
Is this election a big miscalculation on your...
An election will be risky for Johnson. He promised a do-or-die Brexit on October the 31st and hasn't delivered. Some pro-Brexit voters may decide to punish Johnson in the polls by voting for the newly formed Brexit Party and its leader Nigel Farage. The party did very well in recent European Parliament elections, but it's a risk Johnson and rival politicians are now prepared to take in the hope of either delivering or defeating Brexit. Neave, Al Jazeera, Westminster.